Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Mama Lisa is outside briefly, not for long. I wanted to give y'all, especially for you folks that are inside for whatever reason, if the wind doesn't blow too much and you can hear me, I'm just gonna cut some basil. Okay, let me think for a minute. Where's my basil at? Okay, here it is. And I'm gonna cut a little bit of oregano. Okay. And I'm gonna take y'all into the kitchen with me. And I'm gonna try to be real careful as I walk up the steps to put the camera on my working area. Okay, now my glasses are a different color, but they'll go back in a minute. Let me put y'all where you need to be. And I don't have any other glasses in here right this second. So I'm gonna wash this basil, and let me turn y'all ever so slightly and make sure that my bar stool will support this camera without it falling over. This is the keeping it real side of cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. And I am Mama Lisa, and I am in the kitchen. So for my people that watch all the time, hashtag cutting up crew, or the people, they go by both of those things. I wanted to show y'all what I'm gonna do today in my kitchen for my family. That's what I'm trying to say. I did a video a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, I don't remember. And I'm washing my hands, and I took the hashtag cutting up crew outside while I cut the herbs. So they could hear the birds chirping and the wind blowing, and they commented about how they enjoyed that. And I appreciate that. And so that was kind of my thinking today. So my glasses are gonna go back to regular color in just a minute. So if that bothers you and you're new, this is just how we roll. That's what I'm trying to say. So today in my kitchen, I have my office hours because I'm sharing a house with 2 grown sons because we're in the Rona. Okay, so during my office hours, I try to go ahead and meal prep best I can and stick it in the refrigerator. And then it's ready for later. Because I'm Eastern Standard Time, it's 25 till 12 now. Anyway, it's way too much information. The hashtag cutting up crew will get that when this passes around. There'll be some people that'll say whatever, and that's okay. But anyway, I have 3 thick cut pork chops that I Instacarted yesterday. And I'm going to show y'all how I'm gonna season these for my family for supper tonight. All right, let me just think for just a second because I got all my stuff out so that maybe I wouldn't forget. Okay, here we go. Okay, so a good friend of mine, Janine, who is from Pennsylvania, sent me, it was either Janine or Sabika Shelley, I can't remember which right now, but one of them sent me this uncured bacon jam. It was a gift. I don't know where they got it, but I'm really excited about using it because on the tag, Yeah, it had some really good ideas. So when I was trying to get my thoughts together about what I'm going to do today for my people, I just kind of have to get everything out. That's what I'll say. So here's what I'm going to do with these pork chops. I'm going to take these pork chops and I'm going to put them in this pan. I'm doing that because we're using what we have. We've been talking about that on the vlog and showing recipes of stuff that you may already have in your pantry or stuff that you can easily obtain through Instacart or whatever service you're using for your delivery of groceries. That's what I'm gonna say. So I didn't pick this meat out, they did, and it's fine. So for the pork chops, I am gonna use my all-purpose everyday seasoning, which I use on a lot of things. I use it on vegetables, I use it on meat, pork, chicken, beef, fish. I use it on everything, just so you know. And I'm gonna flip those over. And then I'm gonna wipe my hands again. And then I'm gonna do the other side. And for new people, just know that nobody's eating this but us. And all of this will be wiped back down after I finish doing this in my office hours. So if that bothers you, it kind of helps me to say that because I think that people miss the point of a really good recipe because they get stuck on, oh my Lord, did she just touch that or this or the other? So again, hashtag cutting up crew. They already get that because they've watched my vlog for, I don't know, some people have watched it for 6 years. That's what I'm doing with this, okay? Now, to that, I'm gonna open up this bacon jam, uncured bacon jam. Oh, it smells wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna take a clean spatula and I'm gonna slather just the top of this with this bacon jam. And yes, I just double dipped in there and I'm gonna use all of it on this pork. I'll turn that over and dropped it because it's slick now. I'm gonna slather it again, just lightly. You could use any jam that you have though, I guess. I've never used this uncured bacon jam, but this is how I'm gonna use it today. And then I'm gonna set that to the side and I'm gonna stick these in the refrigerator and I am going to cook them later today. Probably in a hot iron skillet, probably. Depends on the pollen count for me these days. And I'm gonna garnish it with that, is what I'm trying to say. The rest of that is gonna be like a garnish when I finish it. Anyway, stay with me. Okay, chicken. I'm gonna do chicken tonight too. And I had in my freezer a whole bag of frozen chicken breasts. And I'm gonna pour the excess water off of them before I put them in here. And I'm not washing them. I don't wash my meat. That is totally personal preference. And I don't because I have read on the CDC website and on food safety websites that it spreads more germs if you try to wash it. And that doesn't come from me. That's not the gospel according to Lisa. It's what I've read, okay? So I'm just gonna lay these in my casserole dish. And I'm gonna cook all of them because number one, I thought them all. And number two, my guys do not mind leftovers. And so if I cook every other day, and then can rotate it around and add different veggies and that kind of thing, potatoes, then they're good. So sometimes I'll cook 2 or 3 different meats at one time now that we're in the Rona because it's just easier. That's what I'll say. So to this chicken, I had this out because I thought I might mix something up. But I think I'm just gonna shake it. I'm gonna season it, okay? I'm gonna start with the all-purpose everyday seasoning, just over the top. And then, that recipe, by the way, is on my website. I'm also gonna take this basil, and I'm just gonna skin it. Just like you would, like, you know, a switch. I got spanked with a switch. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. My mama and my daddy did not believe in sparing the rod because they knew it would spoil the child. I'm just saying. And so I got whipped with a switch a couple times. Sometimes more than I thought I needed. But now that I'm adult and have my own kids, I realize they did me a huge favor. That's what I'll say. So I'm gonna just tear this up and put it over top of this chicken. Now keep in mind, I have men to feed, my 2 sons, my husband, and my father-in-law. And some of them are a little picky, just so you know. And so I don't want to get too much green stuff, because then they'll say, that's too much green stuff. And they won't like it, and then they won't eat it. And then I'll be stuck with all this chicken. I'm just telling you like a friend. So now that I've got that, I am going to add some olive oil. Let me grab that. This is as real as it gets, y'all. This is real in the Rona. I'm gonna drizzle it over that chicken, just like that. And then I am going to set this to the side. I've got a cover for this, and I'll put this in the refrigerator along with the pork. But for now, I'm gonna set it right here. And I'm gonna put, I think, I had this in my pantry. I've never cooked this, Basmati rice. I've cooked Basmati rice, but not this brand. But I'm not being real picky these days because I'm Instacarting. So I'm gonna do something with this rice later, and something with these broccoli florets. And I'll show y'all a picture of that when I get it done. And if I have office hours then, I may come back and do it live, just the rest of the prep. I don't know, I can't commit to that because we're in the Rona and we're job sharing, house sharing. But that's what I'm doing tonight in my kitchen. I hope that's something that, you know, helps y'all to think about what you got in your pantry and something you can fix for your family that'll be delicious, that'll be simple, and it'll be something that fits into y'all's schedule. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real, Mama Lisa. That's what I'm doing. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all soon. And I don't know how to cut this off, but that's okay. That's the keeping it real part.